Hey guys, I'm going to do a real quick haul review video for you. I just wanted to share some of the good deals that I got in the last like 2 weeks. So I decided to do one video on the eyeshadows that I bought, and then I'm going to do a separate video for everything else. So you guys have seen me use these in I think 2 of my other videos. They're the Stila shadows, and this is what they look like. This one is called Grace. I got these at a really good price. I mean, I realize that $9 is a bit pricey for an eyeshadow anyway, but for a higher end brand like Stila, $9 is a great value. Typically they're $18. If you were to pay full price for one of her shadows, you would spend $18. So I got these for 50% off at Ulta. This has quickly become my favorite color. It's called Barefoot Contessa. And I really do like this color a lot. It's like a brown raisin color. It's very pretty. I love it. This other color here is called Grace. And this is more of a, I don't know how to describe it, like a frosty, beigey tan color. And this is what it looks like. I hope you guys can see that. I hope I'm not too close. I really like this color a lot too. This other one here is called Wheat. And this one is more of like a beigey gold. Actually, compared to Grace, now that I'm looking at Grace, Grace looks like it has a little bit more of like a brown, maybe rosy brown undertone. I don't know. I'm not the greatest in the world at describing colors. But this one here is called Wheat. And that's what it looks like. And right here. Wheat is kind of like a beigey gold color. And then Starlight, which is just a basic frost, off-white frost. And that's what that looks like. So there's all the colors there. Starlight, Barefoot Contessa. This one here is Wheat, and then Grace. So I really love these colors, and I like playing around with different shadows, like shadow colors, but I always come back to like the more neutrals, you know. And I think a lot of you probably do that too. But don't get me wrong, I love going crazy sometimes with, you know, like purples and blues and stuff like that too. I visited the CCO by my house. It's actually not by my house. It's about 40 minutes away. And for those of you who aren't familiar, CCO stands for Cosmetics Company Outlet, and they are based at outlet malls. And the brands that they carry are all owned by Estee Lauder. So you'll find Estee Lauder, MAC, Clinique, Bobbi Brown, and then there's Prescriptives, which isn't around anymore, and then also YSL. The Flirt line at Kohl's is owned by Estee Lauder, and then there's like tons of perfumes and whatnot. So I went there last weekend and I picked up some MAC shadows. Now, for those of you who are familiar with MAC, you know that if you buy the little pots like this, these are $14.50. If you get these at the CCO, they're $10 or $10.25. And basically what you'll find at the CCO are, you know, discontinued colors or past collections that MAC or other lines of Estee Lauder have come out with. So I got this color here. It's called Of Summer, and it's a beautiful satin. And it's kind of a lilac purple, and that's what it looks like. I hope you can see that. It's so pretty. I really like it. Then this other color here, it's called Tissue Weight, and this one is a frost. Let me wipe my fingers off. And I really like that one too. I have tons of like these kinds of colors. My mom laughs at me because every time I go to the store, I end up buying something similar to that. This next one here is called Beau Gray, and this is a satin as well. Look at how cute the case is on that. This one is a beautiful gray, and I really like that color a lot too. And then the last one here I got was called Da Bling, which is a Velux Pearl, and I really thought that this was still available at MAC. I don't know, at like the regular MAC stores, I mean, and this is a beautiful pink, and this is, like I said, a Velux Pearl. I really like that color a lot. But I'm going to depot these, of course. If anybody has any questions on depotting, there are tons and tons of videos on YouTube about how to depot. You'll find a lot of different ways to do it, and I just I just use my flat iron. I do 2 at a time. I use my flat iron. They pop right out, and then I put them in a MAC palette. I also bought, at Ulta, they were having a sale on NYX. It was 40% off. The sale's over. I think now it's buy 2, get 1 free. But they had their whole line on sale for 40% off. So I got a couple more pigments. I got this one here. It's called White Pearl. And these pigments, by the way, they were $1.76 with the 40% off. So I got White Pearl, and then I also bought this one. It's called Mink Pearl, and I think these are really, really pretty. And Amy, if you're watching, I'm sure that you'll love this color. This one here, Mink Pearl. I love it. I wore this already, and I hope that picks up. It's a really pretty, like, let's see. You know what, I'm not even going to attempt to try to describe this, because maybe like a brown with just maybe hints of like an orange to it. It's right here. I don't know if it'll pick up there. You guys can see. It's very pretty. I like it a lot. I'm really, really liking the pigments from NYX. And if you think about it, MAC pigments are $19.50, I think. And now granted, you do get a lot and it'll last you forever, but you know, these are just as nice and they are much cheaper. Let's see here. And then I'll just very quickly show you the white one that I got. And it's right here. Just a basic white frosty color. Beautiful for highlighting, you know, like the inner tear duct area. So if you guys have an Ulta near you, check to see if the Stila singles are still on sale. Now these colors are still available. You can still buy these colors, but the packaging is different. Like when you bought Stila shadows before like this, you actually had to buy the little pot separately so that you would have something to put this inside of, whereas now they're selling it like this. You know, it's still the same size, it's still this large, but it actually comes in a container. And it's the same price. They didn't jack the price up, whereas before the shadow was $18, and then I think the little container to hold the single shadows was $2 or $3 a piece. So it's actually nicer now because it comes in its own little pot, but I mean, I don't know that I'm going to go back and buy any more of these because I will be hard pressed to spend $18 on one shadow. Now granted, comparing this to a MAC shadow, here's the MAC, here's the Stila, you are getting more product, definitely. This one is 2.6 grams and the MAC shadows are 1.5. These, if you buy the little pans for the Pro palettes, they're $11, and these are $18. But you're getting double the amount. So, I mean, it's definitely, I guess it is worth it to buy these, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to let you guys know. So anyway, I hope that was helpful to anybody. If you guys don't have a CCO near you, and there is a color from either MAC, Estee Lauder, Clinique, Bobbi Brown, Prescriptives, or YSL that you can't find, let me know, and the next time I go, I'll check it out for you. So, oh, and then also, if you guys do live near a CCO and you do visit often, can you check to see if they have a paint pot called Girl Friendly, because I'd really be interested in buying one of those. So, alright you guys, take care, I'll see you soon. Bye.